Hello everyone, my name is Mike Bunker and I'm coming from the very warm Thailand at the moment. Starting to get into the hot time of the year, so it's starting to warm up nicely. This is not my first video I've done, that's for sure. I've done quite a few live videos over the past 6 months and I've done other videos as well, but it's been a few months since I've done one, so I'm very rusty, that's for sure. I'm 45 years old. I was born to a farming family in Mount Barker, Western Australia, which is down the southern part of Western Australia. My dad started with nothing and worked very hard. He was shearing sheep for many years to buy his first small farm. That was in Kendenup, which is not far north of Mount Barker, where I was born. So I lived there on our family farm, a fairly small farm, for all of my earlier years, until I was 17 at least. And then I went to Perth to study for a few years. Being a country boy in the big city, the studying didn't go too well. But anyway, it was an experience, that's for sure. But in between me going to study and my parents moved to Jerramunga, which is east on the coast of Western Australia, further along the eastern coast of Western Australia, and that's where they bought another farm out there, which is a lot bigger, broadacre farm. After I did my studying, which wasn't overly successful, I moved back to the farm to help them. So I was over 10 years on the farm there. Lots of hard work, lots of blood, sweat and tears, that's for sure. Until my parents sold the farm over 10 years ago. Well, it's about 13 years ago now. So after that I went back to Perth. I needed a break, so I did some travelling for a while. Went to Thailand many times. Fell in love with Thailand and fell in love with the women here too, and ended up marrying my beautiful wife now, Pa Bunker, who you may probably know. She's fairly well known on the online community nowadays. So after she got her visa, she moved back to Australia with me. So we were blessed enough to have a beautiful daughter called Amanda. She's now 9 years old, going on 10, and so we lived in Perth for 11 years, and until recently we moved back near Pa's parents' house, where I'm talking to you now, in northeast Thailand, near Pa's family, and we're currently running her brother's bakery, giving him a hand, and we're doing English tutoring, and we obviously have our online business as well. So, and most recently, obviously, is IML, our most recent online business. So what have I done for work? Well, obviously, I was a farmer for many years, till I went to university to study accounting. Like I said, didn't go very well, and then I moved from accounting to horticulture. That was a little bit better, but I've never quite finished that course either. I went back to the farm to help my parents, as I said, and as a farmer you're a jack of all trades. You have to pretty much do everything, especially where we were about 40 kilometres from the nearest shop. So if you had to fix something fast, you had to fix it. So yeah, you're a jack of all trades, you never really mastered anything, pretty much. But anyway, after my parents sold the farm about 13 years ago, I think I said, we travelled, moved back to Perth. That's when obviously I did my travelling, and as I said before, and I met actually Pa online, as it turned out. Even though I'd been to Thailand several times, I actually came back a little bit frustrated with a few things, and anyway I came back and met Pa online, which was interesting after all that, but that's just the way it worked, and yeah, we've been very blessed to have a fantastic relationship. So anyway, so what did I do before then? I worked, when I came back to Perth, I worked in secondary wholesale fruit and veg markets, the main markets in Perth, which is called Market City, for a secondary wholesaler there. He was actually my friend from primary school. For over 10 years there, very physically demanding job, especially at the start when I was just basically labouring. I worked my way up to 2IC, but even then it was a bit like farming, I suppose. If staff were sick or away, you just had to jump in and do the work, and like I said, quite manually intensive. Yeah, markets, long hours, early starts, lots of weekend work, lots of public holidays. You really never ever got breaks over the main holidays, because that's when we were the busiest. We had all country shops, so country shops would be wouldn't mind be able to get an order for a few days, so we had to keep them happy, and so that's what we did. So we didn't really have much family time except on annual holidays. Pa was also working full time at then, and yeah, lots of crazy hours and lots of stress for her as well. So anyway, my body was wearing out. I'm also actually born with spina bifida. If you don't know what that is, it's a condition where you have well, they're not exactly sure what causes it, but they have some reasons why it causes it. But your spine doesn't form properly in the womb, and that has obviously other problems. One of those, I'm very blessed because I was actually quite a mild case of spina bifida. But one of the problems is obviously one leg is shorter than the other, and so about 18 months or so ago, I had a hip replacement. Yes, so I realised then I'd been really smashing my body way too hard, and I really needed to change. So I resigned from my job. Pa had already resigned a few months earlier, building her health and wellness network marketing business. So that business wasn't originally online. Our Pa's upline at the time was old style, and yeah, basically calling all your friends and family, doing all those kinds of things, and then when you run out of people to call, you go to shopping malls and basically ask strangers for their phone numbers, which is, yeah, well, that didn't really work very well, put it that way. Anyway, so we kind of parted ways with our upline pretty much, and then we were kind of looking for other ways, more in today's style of building our business. So that's when we met our mentor Robert Hollis, I think in May last year, which was he's an amazing man. So we started to get some better results. Pa built a course. She's still doing some online coaching. She has an online course as well, Mastering Your Mind with the Science of Getting Rich as well. So our online business certainly was improving a lot. So what do I like to do? I used to love to play sport. Haven't played a lot lately. We're a very sporting family. Golf, cricket, tennis, badminton, anything pretty much. I haven't even played golf much over the last 5 or 6 years, which has been disappointing, but that's something I really want to get back into in the near future. I love travelling. I did travel to Europe for 6 weeks with a couple of my friends when I was still single. That was an amazing experience, and want to take my family back there as well at some point. Love travelling. I think our daughter would love to travel as well, so that's one of my passions for sure. It's just, yeah, it really opens your eyes up to realise how lucky you are when you start travelling the world. We have a huge end goal. Sorry about that. We have a huge end goal, which Pa and I are really passionate about, and that's to build schools in Thailand and around the world. Well, our first one will be in Thailand and around the world for underprivileged children, for children that don't have mothers and fathers, and obviously in the countries that there's no backup, especially. That's our big goal. That's what we're really working towards. We want to be able to achieve our financial freedom. So then, obviously, once you have financial freedom, then your time freedom. So then we can put all our energy into doing that. Have our own foundation. We have our own business, or as in happy. Our online business is called Happy Life Fulfillment. So we've had that going for nearly a year now. Our brand, I suppose you'd say. So we're building that. We'd like to have our own foundation and really pour all our energies into that. That's our big goal. That's what keeps us going. So obviously, a lot of my pain points when I was working was, like I said before, long hours. Amanda, Pa, wanted to work. She certainly doesn't want to sit back, and she's worked for a lot of her life, so she didn't want to sit back and let me do all the work. So she wanted to work in Australia as well. So Amanda went into daycare at just under 12 months of age. So yeah, for better or for worse. But anyway, we hardly had any time for each other and our family time. So more hours, more headaches. So same pay, but yeah, as you know, quite often what happens. So we decided it was time to change. So we heard from obviously being on online businesses, we had a lot of opportunities coming our ways. But we heard from a couple of our online friends and partners about IML. I wasn't originally that keen. I'm not sure why, but I suppose it's just something I hadn't really heard much about, even though I'd done a bit of share trading in Australia before, but never obviously forex trading. So I didn't really understand the opportunity fully, but once I did understand it fully, I really loved that there's no selling or recruiting to make money with the product. Our health and wellness opportunity obviously obviously it has fantastic benefits for your body, but you can't physically make money from just using the product. I mean, it's going to cost you money. With IML, trading Forex, I mean, there's been so many people that have done this and become financially free just by trading. So the tools are there, the tools are fantastic. And I love too, there's no physical products. I mean, health and wellness, obviously you've got products you have to deal with. There's lots of different products you need to know about. It's quite in-depth. You need to do a lot of research and stuff, and there is still a physical product. So, but with IML, it's all online. There's no physical products. It's all there. It's easy. It's so much easier. And of course, you can do it anywhere in the world where you have decent internet. That's a blessing, of course, in itself. So also, Robert Hollis, our mentor, always talks about getting on a freight train at 80 miles an hour, and I really think IML is that freight train. Health and wellness, I think, still is a big thing, but there's so much competition. There's so many good companies out there with fantastic products. And it's very it's a full market, you might want to say. And the great thing about IML, you can just do it to earn a few extra dollars. You can do it to replace your income, or you can do it to build a really large business. And if you're into business building, the compensation plan, well, I don't know of any compensation plan that's even near it. But I mean, yeah, from my experience anyway, it's got it all. You can do it all, or you can do very little. It's up to you. The products are amazing value for money. Some of the products are worth $5,000 just by themselves, and that's just for one of the products. And you have so much training, so many tools, and if you want to refer 2 people and get 2 customers yourself, you pay nothing for it, nothing at all. So to me, that's a no-brainer. So who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to share something that has the ability to change lives? So anyway, I think I've gone way much longer than I thought I would. It's probably one of the longest videos ever done, and I hardly even had a script, so that's a good thing. Hope you have a wonderful day. We're into the night time here. If it's a morning, afternoon, wherever you are, have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thank you very much.